Welcome, Beke Lubeach, CEO of DOGTV, to the Pet Marketing Mastermind podcast. Please tell everyone about yourself and about DOGTV.
Okay, thanks for having me, Joe. I have been a marketer for, well over 25 years, and I am currently the CEO of DOGTV. I actually was there the day we launched, so helped with the launch, so been around for about 10 years now. And DOGTV, for those of you that don't know, is a TV channel that was originally designed just for dogs. Yes, TV for dogs. And it's based on a whole lot of science and understanding of what dogs like to see, hear, what they respond to, what they react to. It's edited so they can actually see it better. There's sound frequencies in it that are appealing to them. And it's just the way that it's shot. And then around COVID time, we started to produce content for pet parents because we knew they were home watching with the dogs as well. So now we kind of liken it to a Netflix for dogs and their parents.
And full disclosure for the audience at home, I've worked with DOGTV in a variety of roles. Absolutely love the brand. So this is a fan moment for me as well. What was your first marketing strategy role, pet or non-pet? What was that first job you got where your job was to market?
Wow, we've got to go back a few years. But before I got into the pet space, I worked in professional sports. And I would say the first really impactful role I had was working on a Super Bowl. And if I tell you how long ago it was, you'll age me, but it was Super Bowl 32 in San Diego. And our job was to basically market the event, not only to the local market, but outside of the local market. And so it was trying to create a sense of community within a national event. So the marketing was really to bring in local artists, local community, local activities to showcase San Diego to the international crowd that was coming in.
Wow. A Super Bowl as the first swing of the bat. That is very impressive. In your experience, what, if any, is the difference in marketing to pet owners versus other consumers? In your first example, sports fans. What's that key difference?
Biggest difference is that pet owners, pet parents, depending on how you call them, really look at their pet as part of the family these days. So it's a different communication with them. So you're talking about a family member as opposed to, say, sports. Yes, they're both very emotional, but it takes a different turn when you're talking about family than about a product or a service or a game or something like that.
I love that difference where you're like, this is a member of their family that you're referring to, not just maybe their hobby or something they like to do. What pet specific marketing campaign that you've been a part of? You've ran an agency in the past. You've been enrolled in DOGTV in the past. What marketing campaign were you most proud of and why?
I think it was when we first launched DOGTV and nobody knew about us and we were trying to get distribution. And we did a very grassroots campaign in San Diego where we brought out pet parents from all over the county with their dogs. And again, this is very grassroots. I went on TV and told people, bring your dogs out. They could be featured on DOGTV. And we held an event to actually interview, and I say that in quotes, you can't see my hands, but over 500 dogs and their pet parents on video and in photography to select some dogs to be on the channel. And what we ended up accomplishing from that, because we had an audience of very excited fans, we had the whole group chanting, I want my DOGTV, and it made it on national news on Fox. So that was a fun way to start a grassroots event that went kind of viral nationally.
That is fantastic. I remember seeing the video clips of you on Conan. DOGTV at the time was everywhere from a really cool moment in the San Diego market. When a dog owner sees a current campaign from DOGTV, whether on their smart TV or their web browser or social media or wherever you guys are marketing today, what is your primary goal for that? Sign up, brand love, awareness. When you see a campaign come across from an agency you're working with or your internal team, what's that initial feeling you want that consumer to see and experience when they see it for the first time or maybe for the 10th time?
I think it goes back to the emotion. You want your dog to live their best life. And that's how we want to position DOGTV, is that your dog lives a better life with the channel. Not only can it help to relax them and engage them, but it just blocks out the rest of the world. And we want them to be happy. So, our message has changed a lot from the beginning, where it was all about awareness, to moving to please try it now, to just go ahead and subscribe. So it's changed, but I think overall it's that emotional message of just knowing who we are and what we're trying to accomplish.
I certainly experience that every time I see a DOGTV ad. There's a dog longingly looking at the TV, tail wagging. And as a dog owner, I want my dog to experience that all the time, especially when I'm not with them, to know that there's somebody taking care of them in the screen. Given the ever-changing marketing landscape, and you were just at CES, full disclosure, how do you keep up with the latest trends? It feels overwhelming sometimes to a pet entrepreneur or a pet marketing professional. How are you keeping ahead of the latest trends?
Yeah, it is overwhelming, and it's happening everywhere. There's so many opportunities coming at us right now that you need to be on podcasts like this and learning. You need to go to industry shows and learn about the newest opportunities, and really just continued education, but always, trade magazines, all of this, but always start with the basics. The basics are never going to change. You go to your marketing 101 and think about developing your goals, figuring out who your audience is, and where they actually can be found. And I would start with that before anything else.
I love that, of like going backwards. The latest technology is not going to find your target demographic. It's not going to do the work for you on those basic marketing 101 skill sets. What marketing tool, speaking about all the ones out there, and I feel like there's a new marketing tool and a new marketing platform and a new tip or trick being developed every week or day. Which one are you most excited about in the next 6 months? And it doesn't have to be a new one. It could be back to the basics. It could be another viral social media campaign. It could be another event that you're excited about. What are you most excited about in the next 6 months?
Well, we've definitely been experiencing a lot with AI. AI is a scary but incredible tool. So I would say our basic and the one thing that I will always go to is video. Video tells a story. It reaches people. It's quick. It's easy to consume. So AI coupled with video is a really cool opportunity that we've been testing out and trying to create some unique experiences. And then another thing is interactive video. So we're starting to work on that. That's a project coming up with a new partner of ours where the video will become interactive. You can poll, you can actually ask people questions, you can link to social media, you can survey them. So it's pretty cool.
I love that you combined two technologies together. And I think that maybe the secret to a good marketer is seeing the opportunity and adding it to what you guys are really good at, which obviously in DOGTV's case is video, because that's primarily what you're delivering to your audience. Speaking of DOGTV, what are your company's marketing objectives for the next 6 months? Destroying your competition, becoming international, becoming the best known brand. What is that big swing of the marketing bat that you guys are looking to do in the next 6 months?
So when we met with the team offsite this year, we decided what we call our North Star is engagement. And that means engaging with pet parents wherever they are, not necessarily directly on our app or our channel. It could be on social media. It could be through newsletters. It could be through video. But engagement, when we know not only that they're aware of us, but they're engaged with us, that is our North Star. That's what we're really focused on. And the rest will come. The expansion into other markets, all different, the awareness, the engagement, but that's the place where you know that you have a potential audience customer when they actually interact with you.
I love that, because sometimes we look at vanity metrics in marketing, views, impressions. Any marketer who's done a little bit of online marketing understands that views aren't really, sometimes they're 3 seconds as measured by Facebook. Sometimes I know a couple of ad platforms that when the ad loads on the page, they consider that an impression. Even though if the consumer doesn't look at it, which Still blows my mind they're able to do that. So I love the fact that you guys are focused on engagement, on actual one-on-one liking, commenting, replying, being a part of the DOGTV family. What final piece of advice do you have for a pet marketing professional, whether it's an entrepreneur who had a napkin idea and they just got to market, or a pet marketing professional who's been doing this for many years?
I go back to my favorite thing, and that is partnerships. Build partnerships. Small, big companies, big entities, small entities. Everybody has something to contribute. And it's a way that you have to remember you have to give as much as you take. So if that's why they call it a partnership, but everybody has something to offer, and it expands your audience. It's inexpensive. It's not a big fee, but you're starting to cross promote with other people's audiences. So find that thing that makes sense to partner with. It might be sharing products and services with each other's audience. It might be doing some type of a charity event. It might be, there's a million different things that you can partner on. It might be, but think about it. It might be a bundled sale. It might be even just social sharing, but partner with companies that have a similar interest and a similar audience to you. And both of you will expand your audiences.
I absolutely think that is such a keen strategy, because it talks to what you said before about your fundamentals. You need to know your target demographic. You need to know your audience to pick the right partner. And when we see it in the marketplace, it feels like magic. You're like, wow, those two brands are friends? That was an intentional reach out and an intentional connection. Thank you, Beke, for being a part of the Pet Marketing Mastermind. Thank you for all the work you do with DOGTV and the pet space. You are an incredible pet advocate. And the one thing we forgot to mention, let's bring your dogs into this, because we are pet people. And the one reason I love the pet space is that dog people and pet people are happier people. So shout out to your dogs. And then a final word of advice, final encouragement for the audience.
Be passionate and don't give up. It takes a lot of work to start something, but it's so gratifying when it actually works.
And then your dogs' names and any word for them if they're listening.
So I have 3 dogs that live in 2 separate states because they can't be in the same place together. My first 2 dogs, obviously with my sports background, those of you who get it will get it. My big guy is Walter and my little guy is Peyton. So when they go missing, you run down the street yelling, Walter, Peyton, get back here. In California, I have a dog that I was fostering that had every issue in the world. I didn't think I was keeping her, so I just called her Boo Boo because she had boo-boos everywhere. And now she's been with me well over a year. So 3 dogs, 2 states.
Spoken like a true next generation pet owner. Thank you, Beke, for all you do and for being on the Pet Marketing Mastermind. If you're listening to this, make sure you subscribe so you get the next episode, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Are you a pet entrepreneur and or pet marketing professional? Do you want a place where you can gain innovative marketing strategies, receive actionable advice, keep up with the latest trends, and thrive in today's market? Welcome to the Pet Marketing Mastermind. All guests are proven and successful marketers in the pet industry.